Now more than ever, Lowe's knows you don't just want a low price, you want the lowest price. And with our lowest price guarantee, you can count on us for competitive prices on all your home improvement projects. If you find a qualifying lower price somewhere else on the same item, we'll match it. Lowe's, we help, you save. Price match applies the same item, current price at qualifying retailers. Exclusions and terms apply. Learn how we'll match price at lowes.com/lowest price guarantee.
Ready to make a real impact every day? Join the Active Day Home Care team and help clients maintain their independence in the comfort of their own homes. Make a difference in someone's life as you provide essential daily assistance and protect their health and happiness. Earn up to $20 an hour and enjoy additional perks like optional daily pay, 401k, paid time off, ongoing educational training, and more. Join a team that values care, compassion, and your professional growth. Visit activeday.com to apply.
Since you've been gone, I've been hanging around here lately, with my mind messed up. Jumped in my car, tried to clear my mind, didn't help me. Guess I'm all messed up now, baby.
Soon as I jumped into my ride, those memories start to play. A song comes on the radio, and there you are, baby, once again. It's just another sad love song wrecking my brain like crazy. Guess I'm all torn up.
Oh ha ha, oh ha ha, oh ha, oh ha ha, oh ha ha, oh ha, oh ha.
Woo! Whoa ha ha ha, whoa ha ha, whoa ha, whoa ha ha, whoa ha 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 ha. Whoa ha ha, whoa ha ha ha, whoa ha ha, whoa ha 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 ha, whoa ha.
Whoa ha ha, whoa 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 ha, whoa ha ha ha, whoa ha, whoa ha. Whoa ha ha, whoa ha, whoa ha ha, whoa ha, whoa ha. See, I wasn't trying to do all that.
Just another sad love song wrecking my brain like crazy, and I'm all torn up every last or so. It doesn't go or shame, and it's all
I smoke way too much. My throat is like a drive-in parking lot, okay? It's like the Grand Canyon. Okay.
We gotta be running around screaming, I smoke blunts! It's not COVID, I swear.
Yes. Anyway, hey everybody, welcome back to the Blackish Show About Nothing. It's Jade and XD. I am your host, XD, aka Girl, shut up.
Okay. I'm Jade, a.k.a. L-U-C-K-Y, baby, come on. I'm so lucky, nigga, because I'm lucky and I'm lucky, nigga. Yeah.
Oh, God.
How are you, Gordon?
Big tune.
It is. I say, RuPaul really... This nigga really be in the studio. Like, he really be in the stew.
Mm-hmm.
He really be in the stew.
One of them is a recording artist. One of them is a singer.
Child. He's like, I want you to give me my flowers. Now I'm going to give myself my flowers. Bouquets, darling.
Oh, yeah. I'm doing okay. I'm on a little weight loss fitness journey.
You are. What'd you say you bought? Lentil pasta? What'd you say you bought?
There's chickpea pasta in this orange box. I don't remember the name.
Oh, I know. Okay, I know which one you're talking about.
Yeah, there's nothing off the wall. I just haven't tried it yet. Because, the doll loves a pasta dish.
I was like, yeah.
And
relax.
you can't eat pasta every day. So,
Not every day.
things gotta lighten up. And so, I've shout out to Fitness Plus on the Apple device. She's that girl.
Okay.
Because I'm just not comfortable going back to the gym. Yeah, niggas is getting vaccinated and shit like that, but
something about the gym and sweat and other people's sweat is just. I've hated the gym all my days. Honestly, I hated the gym before pandemic, so I don't see myself probably ever walking into another one again. But I do enjoy a walk outside.
Oh, we have been walking. Yeah. We've been walking about 2 to 3 miles every day. So, and Los Angeles has all these hills and dips and things. So,
with the sound of music.
Yeah, so my ass feels like it's on the back of my head. So.
Oh, you're about to be Graham Cracker Anderson Park out this bitch, Big Booty Judy.
Okay. Old Navy built-in flex.
Be like, is XD padding? I think so.
When you make your patch, you're supposed to draw them in the shape of Africa. Which is true.
It is true. It actually you do it.
But how was your week?
My week has been all right. It's been productive actually. It's been very, very productive. We would be very remiss if we did not acknowledge the recent events in Minnesota with the young life lost of Deshaun. There's not really much else to say. I don't know how many times we can say I'm tired, I'm over it, do better, we deserve life. You know what I'm saying? Nobody deserves to be put. Well, there's I don't know how many times we can really honestly say that. So we just want to send love to the family. It's disgusting. There's not really much that you can say about it, and yeah. But for myself, it's been an okay week. That's just been a heavy hit.
Yeah, it was a hell of a week. We lost DMX. We had 2 mass shootings.
Yeah.
And that happened, and then Dahmer happened. You know what I mean? And then we have the George Floyd trial happening. Or Chauvin trial, I should say.
Yeah, there we go. I know it's easy for us to say the George Floyd trial.
No, I understand. He's not on trial. I totally get that. I understand George Floyd is not on trial. He's
I also
the victim
understand
here.
not wanting to say this white man's name all over the place either. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. It's also, it's also something that, you have to go out of your way, because I also didn't remember the name of the murderer. I remember George Floyd, which is important.
Exactly. I agree with you.
But it's also this idea, this is what media training or what media engraves in you. Absolutely. So it is partly my fault, and also and mostly the man that killed him.
It's hard. You're right. It's hard because of how things are painted and portrayed, and when these white kids do shit, they put up their little nice graduation pictures and shit, and then you get a Black life lost, and they gonna put up their mugshot. So it's hard with conditioning and what has been put out in society. So we're not perfect. We just try.
Yeah. But shout out to excuse me. I spoke at the University of Texas at Austin this week. Dr. Upshaw's class where I talked about what we do here. He says hello, and he wants us both, to speak. That was pretty good. We had a Wang Dang Doodle. So hire your girl for speaking engagements. I also have been totally into Animal Crossing on Switch.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a stress reliever. Like, even though it's a conduit for children to be involved in a capitalistic society. Listen,
like
you can't expand your
Roblox.
Yeah, you can't expand your house until you pay your housing loan off, and the only way you could do that is selling weeds for bells. You know what I mean? Like working 9 to 5 just to stay alive.
Noah always comes to us talking about some limo or some house she can build on Bloxburg or Adopt Me, or I don't fucking know. But you just need this many Robux, or if you, I'm like, really? That's what they're doing to these kids? You are teaching nothing but capitalism.
Mm-hmm. But I got to tell you, that shit is relaxing as hell. All I be doing all day is just checking on my blue hydrangeas, and I planted some pink azaleas yesterday, so I haven't been on to tend to them because my Switch is dead. So now I'm like, as soon as I got it, I'm like, ooh, bitch, I got to water my plants.
They're dying. Oh, how unfortunate. What happened? Can your plants die on Animal Planet?
I don't know. Animal Crossing. Oh. I don't know if they do, but you have to water them and then they bloom, and then sometimes not all of them bloom at once. Like they'll say, like, you can't wait. You have to wait. Why are you planting pumpkins in the springtime? Like,
okay,
yeah,
okay.
It's legit. It teaches you about farming and whatever.
Why are you planting pumpkins in springtime?
Yeah, you see what I mean? I learned the hard way. Like, why are you doing that? They're not going to do anything because it's fucking April. So, like, you know what I mean? Animal Crossing, who knew? And I avoided it the whole, pandemic. Everybody, because remember, there was whole fads, The only pandemic fad I jumped on was the whipped coffee.
Yeah,
which was delicious.
Didn't you make that cloud bread too?
No, I didn't. I didn't make it.
Oh, okay.
No.
Okay. All right. What's the new thing I saw? Somebody made dessert fries, pie crust fries.
Oh, I might be into that though.
She was like, "Well, you can put whatever toppings you want on top." That's what she was saying. She goes, "I always like more pie crust," which also, as well, I've just never thought to fry the dough. Which I guess could be delicious,
you could make like a apple compote type of dip situation.
She wanted a banana pudding, so she did the vanilla pudding and whipped and did all of that with the whipped cream, and then she drizzled it on top, and then she crushed up like vanilla wafers and crushed up bananas and then rolled the pie crust fries and sugar and salt. I mean, it looked like I smoked all of the sativa if I made this. But I'm not hating on it, though. I'm not hating on it. You can make cherry pie fries. You can make apple pie fry, peach cobbler fries.
I'm into that, though.
That banana pudding fry she made could also double as a banana, because your girl loves a banana cream pie now.
Same. I love banana cream pie.
This is what they really look like.
Like if you had the fries and then you drizzle the banana cream over the thing. Yes.
Okay, all right, young sis. I see what you're onto there.
Yeah,
young TikTok.
Yes, I too smell what the Rock is cooking. Yes, I got it. Happy birthday to him. Today's his birthday.
Happy birthday, Bokeem Woodbine. You never answered my DM, but it's all good. I probably wouldn't answer nobody either if they told me that I was their patron saint.
No.
But like, did this bitch just tell me they pray in the name of Bokeem Woodbine? I am not answering this. As a matter of fact, block.
Black.
Oh God, but happy birthday.
Yeah, but as any and always, make sure you subscribe to us on Patreon. $7 gets you everything multiple times a week, every week. We just put up a review of Beaches because it's our show. We could do whatever we want.
And it's our motherfucking jam. That's why, nigga, that movie is the shit.
Yeah, and more niggas need to watch Beaches because more niggas need compassion in this world.
Okay, y'all need to
That's
cry.
That's what's problem.
With your dead inside asses.
Yes.
I dare you not to shed a tear when she sings the glory of love.
Listen, you are the wind beneath my wings. Although there are parts of the movie where I laugh where you're not supposed to.
Where did you laugh? Because you didn't tell me this. No.
I don't want to say.
No. What is?
Because I was like, oh, she's going home to be with her things.
Oh, I thought that too. Yeah, I thought that.
Yeah.
That was what I thought when she was like, how do we get her home? She's like, we need to, how do I get Hillary Whitney home? And I said, oh, because she wants to be with her things.
Yep.
Yeah. And then they showed them at the beach house. And I said, oh, she's with her things.
Yeah, but then I was like, why are you going to return Victoria to the scene where she found her mother? Like,
no, she found her mother in the big house, not at the beach house.
Really?
Yeah, because remember they came back to the big house.
Oh yeah, because Cece had already went to LA for the show. Got it.
Exactly, and Victoria was about to go meet Cece and be backstage and be big pimpin' famous and shit.
Yeah. Okay, but yeah, for those reasons and alone, you should go subscribe to us on Patreon for $7. Next up, there will be more Drag Race stuff coming and some more Lifetime reviews and some Quarantine Blastics. Definitely a one that you have all been requesting.
More reaction videos.
Yeah, so that's happening. Also, subscribe to my YouTube channel. I have a video up there now where I talk about how I don't like my birthday. And
I'm just gonna watch.
I never told you the story about how nobody came to my surprise birthday party.
No, how old did you turn? Sorry. Well, last week you laughed at my trauma, so I don't feel so bad.
That's fine.
Wait, which birthday was it?
I was 16.
Damn!
Yeah. Damn. And it's not like I was an insufferable cunt or anything. Like, I had friends, it's just niggas just didn't show up.
Well, if it makes you feel better, when I turned 16, it was 9/11.
Oh, damn.
Yeah.
See, you're that nigga all the time.
I just did it. I just did it.
I can't ever win in the Trauma Olympics. Why can't I get a gold?
Nigga. You can't top me in tragedy. What do you mean? I know how to cry.
Oh, God.
I'm not part white.
Just when I thought the gay on my side would work.
Before I say nigga and then somebody come in our email talking about, you said...
This is an African
This is an African only podcast.
JM Company.
Whoa, I wonder if we'll get banned if we put that as the title this week.
Probably. Damn. Probably. Africans only podcast. No. We can't do it. Because we all are from Africa.
I would like to think so, but
yeah.
I don't want some of that evil to be attached.
Did you see Naomi Campbell's Kenyan home?
No.
First of all, they need to figure that the fuck out outside.
Hey, batteries died.
Oh, I hope so. 2, so she has, it's like, I don't know the traditional name for it, she said in the video, but everything is under one roof. Because her idea was like, I hate when people go to like different locations and make the house look like it's some shit you get in America. She was like, why would I have like an Italian looking home in the middle of Kenya?
Facts.
So everything is like Kenyan, handmade. There's different compartments, but everything is under one open roof type of thing. So everything is open.
Oh, I love open.
It is right off the beach, right off the Indian Ocean. Like, she did that. And it's like the rooms are small enough. She's like, we have air conditioning, but she said, I don't sleep in air conditioning because I believe it gives you wrinkles.
Oh, nigga, you did not tell me this was Architectural Digest.
Oh, yeah. I love Architectural Digest. They're
amazing.
so amazing. My goal is to be on one of their...
when I get rich, that ass.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Didn't you all just talk about capitalism? Mind your business. I can't help the society I live in. Woo, baby, look at this. This is gorgeous. Look at these pieces.
Exactly.
Look at this chest in this bedroom.
Have you ever seen Lenny Kravitz's Architectural Digest for his home in Brazil?
Ooh, it's nasty.
That's my favorite one of all time.
Look
I
at
was
her.
like, that.
Loft living room.
Yes. It's like a grand, like, space.
With a makuti thatched roof, which is composed of sun-dried coconut palm leaves hand-sewn into intricate layers. Nigga. Okay, so I just said this. Remember I said this when I was there. I want a saltwater pool.
Yes.
She has a saltwater pool because salt is healing. I want a saltwater pool. Maybe we get us some fish. Swim with the fishes.
I don't know about all that.
Yeah, I'm not really doing that. But
I'm not trying to swim with fauna.
Yo, this is fucking stupid. Wow.
I know.
Wow, thank you.
I'm like, do I need to live in Kenya?
Yeah.
I know I need to get out of here.
Yeah.
But maybe I do need to go back to my own country. How about that?
Yeah, I will. I'll go back. I will go back to my own continent.
Yeah. But today I was born in Africa too. No, okay, Charlize Theron, but
and I hate Tamara Mallory.
So I've been binging. You know, I watch Survivor, so I've been giving Survivor a break, and so I've been watching other stuff. I think this is like, I read this on Twitter about how like people watch old shows because they're comforting, because it's like you don't really need to worry about what's happening next. Even though I've never seen all of these in Survivor, Survivor's just messy. But I found that The New Adventures of Old Christine is on HBO Max.
Oh, is that good?
And so it's like, I'm sorry.
Really?
So like there's this one episode where Julia Louis-Dreyfus sends her son to this private school, but there's like no black kids in it. And so she's like, she volunteers to read to the school, and she looks around the room and she was like, they were reading a book about black history, and she was like, yes, this is a diverse book. And then she looks around the classroom and she was like, we're a class of diversity. So, like, it's just a bunch of white kids. So she goes back home and flips through the brochure to find the black kid that was in the brochure. She's like, I know there's black kids that go to this school. So then she's on a crusade to get black people to get to the school, right? And so she finds a black family, which is Wendy Wackel, whatever, you know,
Williams.
And yes. And What is going on?
What happened?
They're having like a little powwow in a little courtyard. Nobody ever powwows in front of my apartment, or whatever. But so she finds a black family, and she's like, "Oh, let me just put a good word in. Let me sponsor you." She's all hype and happy that she found a black family. And so they invite her over to the house because she wants the daughter and her son to play together because, she wants her kid to have black friends. And so the black family is like, oh, thank you. We finally got in. We're so glad, we're being inducted into a diverse place. They're like, yeah, we had to leave the last school because it was filled with too many fags.
Oh!
And so Julia Louis-Dreyfus is like, they didn't say that. They didn't say that. No way. They didn't say that. And so her brother is with her. It's like, they didn't say that. And so they repeat. They were like, yeah, we had to get out of there. There was too many fags there. So they were just like, oh my God. Yes. No, she keeps saying amen because her husband says it. She agrees with it. So she's like, amen. Amen. And so...
Oh, it's like the episode with the lesbians.
Yes. And so when Julia Louis-Dreyfus was like, okay, fine, now I got to find some gays to get to the school. So then she found the gays, and then turns out the gays don't like Jews. So she was just like,
God. Wait, what is this on?
HBO Max. That's an old show. I feel like it was on CBS.
When it was on. I was afraid to watch it because I liked Seinfeld, so I didn't want to be disappointed.
Yeah. Oh no, that show was. I was caught off guard when they started because it's something to watch while in the background. Now that
right.
Once Drag Race ends next month,
that's why
it was something to watch.
I've just been watching old Drag Race,
How? I mean, there's 97 episodes of this one, of this season. You could rewatch it again, and by the time you finish it, it still won't be the end.
No, it's true. Because when they had the top 4, I said, oh my God! You guys... Jesus
I told you. I told you. It's
I was like, you sent one of these episodes home. Shit. I don't even know which one they would have sent home. No, they not gonna send home. But we'll talk about that on Patreon.
Yeah.
We'll talk about that on Patreon.
Let's take a break and get back to what you all came here for. Mess.
Yes. I hope you all are enjoying Abe's produced avant-garde.
Yeah.
Very hilarious commercial breaks.
Yes. They're my fave.
Yeah.
Let's take a break after these messages. Bye.
After these messages, we'll be right back. Can I take you to a restaurant that has a bar?
No Yelpers. A Tucson restaurant owner has launched an all-out war with Yelp.
Absolutely. Yelp publishes crowdsourced reviews of businesses online, and the owner of 2 Vero Amore restaurants has posted no Yelpers banners near the entrance. 9 Valerie Cavazos finds out why.
Italian, do you like Japanese, Moroccan?
And we're back. Today we decided to come back and be negative.
That's what we do best.
Yeah, so we decided to read bad Yelp reviews of things.
Yeah, I can't wait. We're going to just look up various places throughout the country and find some of the most ridiculous ways that white people have chosen to snitch. Mm-hmm. Would you like to begin?
Yeah, I would. I'm going to start with a place where most of us grow that's near and dear to our hearts. Mm-hmm. I hope they survived the demic, but I hear they have some of the best chicken wings. So, Magic City.
Leave magic. Two bad bitches and I got them out of magic. The way I made the word disappear, call it magic. Sipping on the purple and the other drinking magic. Ay, fish to the night, parking lot, leave magic. Two bad bitches and
Let's take a deep dive into some Yelp reviews for Magic City, shall we?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Let's see. Okay. Came Shelly C., Las Vegas. Came here last summer on a Friday night. Parking in the main lot was $20, so we went to another nearby lot that was $10. Then we stood in line, and it cost $20 to get in, even though it said $10 online. Sounds like you're poor. They check your purse and everything at the door, and then they accept cash only, but they have a little ATM machine inside. Once I got inside, I was unimpressed. There was a small stage with 2 poles, and the girls never got on. As a woman, I'm not really interested in seeing girls get naked.
Then, bitch, why?
I'm more interested in seeing their skills on the pole. But it seems like the poles are just decoration there. There was a little food stand inside, but I didn't try the food. My friend bought me a margarita, but it came in a little plastic cup. The music was down south rap music. The girls get fully naked there, and I swear I saw a guy put his finger in one of the dancers' vagina. Gross. But anyway, the whole experience was overpriced. Parking entry for what we got. I was highly disappointed. This place is so hyped up. This was in 2011.
Well, Black Christian Weave lady, I don't know where you thought you were going.
Yeah.
It's Atlanta. The strip clubs are butt nakeds, first and foremost. Why are you up in another bitch's business? If that nigga slid her extra money, to dig in her apple pie, that is none of your concern.
Hello?
That's all I'm saying.
Do you have another one?
Oh, I thought you had another one for Magic City.
Oh, I have several if you want me to keep going.
I'll do another venue.
Okay, great. From AA Ron in Inglewood, California. He gave Magic City 2 stars.
Oh.
Magic City, what a crock of crap and a bloated hype. First hit, even in LA, ladies get in free when escorted by a man. Second, is there a room I missed that's given free sex because $100 to park and $60 to get in, including a lady, is insane. I mean, really, I've been at clubs in New York City, LA, and overseas as a Marine, and I saw nothing that rated that covered charge or parking. Me and my lady friend from LA left and found a much better spot. We just had to go in and see for ourselves what the hype was about, and no, not worth it.
The only reason I'm going to give him a pass is because I went to King of Diamonds apparently on an off night. And, King of Diamonds has a reputation. So I'm going to assume that your boy just didn't, he just had it was maybe an off night down at the Magic City.
Yeah, and here's the thing. Like, sometimes there's just off nights at places.
Yeah.
Like, not every business is gonna be perfect. Smooth sailing.
No. So I will give it that. You got any other ridiculous ones before we move forward?
Well, I have another place.
Okay.
This is Swinging Richards, which is a gay strip club in Atlanta.
Swinging Richards is now open in North Miami Beach. Over 75 of the hottest male dancers from around the world. All male, all nude, all gay, all night. At Swinging Richards, we leave nothing to the imagination. VIP room specials. Enjoy our full liquor bar.
Swinging dicks.
This is from Todd S. from San Francisco. I don't know if he should have told this to Yelp or the police, but I'm going to read it anyway. I was at Swinging Richards in July and was drugged. Barely remember getting into my Uber ride and woke up 12 hours later in my hotel room, sick as a dog. I was drinking my second drink when I started feeling weird and managed to notify Uber for my ride home. Beware. Okay. I mean, yes, you should you should definitely tell the management that, but you also should be, mindful of your drinks. Let that be a lesson to everybody.
Yeah, that's your responsibility.
One more.
Okay.
From Swinging Richards. From Kalani O in Decatur. This is from the 27th of March in this year. If you thought it was racist before, they hit an all-new low tonight. When I say racist AF, I truly mean it. 2 Puerto Rican, 1 light-skinned Dominican, and the rest all white and Hispanic. To have 0 black American men is a new low. Reality check, black gay men love masculine black male dancers, especially since we make up a substantial portion of your clientele. I would not waste another penny at this place, and for any black men still going there, please create your own space and stop going where you're obviously not welcome or welcomed. I mean,
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm sure.
Valid.
I'm sure. Because we know this to be a track record in many places.
Yeah, I just...
Okay. Well, I decided to look up somewhere that's very famous within the United States. And they have really good Yelp reviews. It's really hard to have 5 stars across the board because... All right, so the Grand Canyon. Grand Canyon got 5 stars across the board. But I wanted to scroll down. I was like, there's got to be somebody in here with some complaints.
I walk right across the sky. I see the woman for me on the other side of the Grand Canyon.
So, because it's 5 stars across the board, honey. 10s across the board. But, Shayla B from East Bay, California is Yelp Elite, by the way.
Numero uno complainor.
She gave the Grand Canyon 3 stars. Let's see what Shayla B says. All right, I'll be the odd man out. Yes, the canyon is beautiful and all, but I just don't understand the hype. I feel like if this was one of those first parks that I'd seen, then maybe my view would be different. But living so close to Yosemite, seeing how diversified a canyon could actually be, i.e. Bryce Canyon, and after visiting some amazingly gorgeous other national parks, the Grand Canyon has been my least favorite thus far. God is up there like, my bad. One thing I will say is that it definitely is grand. The canyon's about a mile deep. Okay, what else? What else does she have negative to say? She's too many niggas. You'll always be sharing this beauty with tons of people. So don't be trying to go for no photo shoots. She said there's some nice viewpoints here, but you can't really enjoy them because they're insanely crowded. Well, that doesn't sound fun. All right.
There's a
Shayla B.
there's there's another comment on the Grand Canyon that says, "Whoop-de-doo, Grand Canyon, you're a giant hole in the ground. You were caused by erosion. You don't have roller coasters or Dippin' Dots. Jeez." Can you say overrated? That's true. If a place don't have Dippin' Dots, your shit is whack. Because they put Dippin' Dots cards everywhere.
They be like, boo, y'all ain't got no whack-a-mole.
Yeah. Where am I?
They fighting again?
Like, where am I supposed to get, like, funnel cake?
Right. I hate the Grand Canyon because they didn't have no funnel cakes. Wait, okay. Somebody gave it 3 stars. Connie from San Francisco. I'm not sure what the big deal is about the Grand Canyon. This is one of those places where I feel everyone and their moms have visited except for me, because when I look at photos online, I just didn't feel compelled to go.
Oh my gosh.
What else you got?
So my my next place is a place that we recently heard about. We, maybe a lot of our listeners, but people who live in this neighborhood may not, they may know it. But it's the Desert Moon Hotel in Las Vegas, Nevada.
Is the train to Desert Moon was all she said. But I knew I'd heard that stranger's voice before.
If you don't know, this is where Marcelino and Brittany's mother stayed, where they found her, where she was doing, a lot.
Okay.
So
I'm fascinated.
Let's look at some of the bad reviews here. 11 a.m., I went to meet someone nearby. The parking lot was full of homeless, nasty prostitutes, vampire-looking addicts, desperate for a dose of crack, meth, heroin, I don't know. But it was a lot like Los Angeles Skid Row used to be before it was cleaned up. First of all.
Bitch. Right.
All right. Deborah from Anaheim says, this place pulled the basic bait and switch. The room we were assigned was dark, smelled of stale cigarettes, walls painted like a jungle theme. The room did not even come close to any pictures that were used for Expedia. The neighborhood was straight ghetto. The random people wandering around gave us cause for concern. Now, do people not Google places before they
I find people don't
sign
do
up for them?
Because when I do it, they'd be like, oh, that's smart. I'm like, you don't Google?
Like, I need to know what I'm getting. I read the Yelp reviews. I read, the Google reviews. You know who told me to start using Google Photos to post shit on my thing? OJ.
Oh, that makes sense.
The homie OJ.
That makes sense.
Yeah, because he was like, well, nigga, how would you know if shit tastes good or not at places? He was like, nigga, do your part. I was like, you know what? You're right.
I
was like, you're right.
I'm trying to find a particular something for you. Keep going. Find another review.
Oh, I can keep going. Because I'm curious as to see what a good review of this place looks like. So let's explore, shall we? I always come to Vegas and wanted to find somewhere to stay close to the strip, but not on the strip, and then came across this motel. The rooms inside are nice with smart TVs to watch Netflix and chill, and not far from the strip, so you are able to get there and have fun. The best part about this place is the customer service. New management, and they're amazing, and they really do everything they can to make sure you have a nice day. Very family-oriented and made my experience in Vegas wonderful. I felt super comfortable and have a great time. I know for a fact that was staged.
How do you know?
Because none of these pictures, like the pictures that from the bad reviews, are recent.
Okay, let's see here.
And people pay for good Yelp reviews.
Really?
Because for reviews, I got paid to write positive reviews for products all the time. Never sight unseen too.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
The world is a fascinating place that I don't know a lot about sometimes. I was trying to get you reviews for... No, you know what? I'm not giving up. So basically, I was trying to get you Yelp reviews for some strip clubs in Biloxi, Mississippi. But they don't have any Yelps.
I thought they did. Remember when Tony and Angela went down to...
I'm trying to find what club that is.
Well, while you do that, let's take a break and we'll be back with more.
Okay.
After these messages, we'll be right back.
I stopped into a restaurant and oh, it was a dream. From a half mile up the highway, you could see the fixtures gleam. They heated up the coffee cups with extra pressure steam. But the food was terrible.
Hello everyone, this is Running on Empty Food Review.
Their smiles.
And we're back. So, we're doing bad Yelp reviews of places, and so let's focus on some fancy restaurants.
Oh, yeah, let's focus on some restaurants.
See what they have. So, let's see. At Per Se in New York, that's one of the Michelin star restaurants. Jim from Manhattan says, not nearly worth the price. Food, of course, is exceptional. Staff was giddy, very inappropriate for an haute cuisine joint, dressed in ill-fitting mediocre suits, vaguely rude, self-absorbed, chubby. I am not being mean, but rather recognizing inept and inappropriate, but very important competent of a guest, and competent of a great française. Somebody's not watching this store and profoundly so. Try Boulay Bakery for lunch and keep a couple of Franklins in your pocket, or Boulay for their lovely lunch prefix. So you're just going to call the staff just chubby and shit because you...
But your name is Jim.
Right.
Fuck out of here.
So also, Peter said, per se, you can definitely skip this place. The issue is not the cost. Yes, it is pricey, but the dismal food. The food is tasteless, bland, and genuinely unappealing. A Swanson's TV dinner from a microwave would be a considerable step up. They should add McDonald's to the menu, burgers, fries, and shakes, so that guests will have something to eat. Oh, no. Basically, this place is a parody of frou-frou shishi cuisine. The joke is definitely on the customers who genuinely don't seem to get it. On a more positive note, that the staff is quite friendly and service was excellent. The location is convenient for New York, and the views are nice. So yeah, that's real spicy.
Well, there's a restaurant that Tristan and I actually used to work at here in New York. And it's where we met. It's where we connected. And it's interesting because the owners thought the restaurant was fine dining. I remember the first time they said it, I laughed loudly. But that would be Negril.
I said you want to go to Negril or even to my bay, but I'm gonna send you go to Ochi or a St. John's Bay and don't feel no way. Oh, get a passport for my baby.
And somebody says on the Grill's Yelp, oh, and I don't care about burning no bridges because sometimes there's bridges you don't feel like crossing.
That's right.
Oh, LH from Brooklyn says it was super expensive. The very kind waiter had to tell us that there was no more ranch dressing in the kitchen at dinner time. I had asked for some extra for my salad. They also told a party of 8 or 9 who had a dinner reservation, once they seated us, you'll have to leave by 8. We need the table. They gave us just under an hour to eat, and of course it took them 40 minutes to get anything on the table. At least my waiter was great and the salad greens were very good. For all that money, nah. I'll never forget the day we were working and they told us to make sure we tell the customers we were 86 rice and peas.
What? Why would you not have rice and peas at a Jamaica establishment?
Exactly. Exactly.
Like, did you run out of them, or did they just not make them?
They ran out of rice and peas.
Huh.
Uh-huh. I was like, well, I'm just gonna go home on this day. I was like, I'm not here to tell a gaggle of niggas who come into a fine dining Caribbean restaurant, I say that with the hardest of quotation marks, that there are no more rice and peas. What the fuck?
So there's a restaurant out in St. Helena, California, called the restaurant at Meadowood.
Okay.
And so Christina J says, Part 1. The experience started after a long rainy drive in the dark roads of the Meadowood estate. After getting lost, we finally arrived at the restaurant. We ended up waiting for our table for 45 minutes. Actually, we are still waiting. That's it.
Oh, you know what? Let's see what Red Rooster's reviews look like. Because I ate there myself, and I tell you.
Red Rooster does, so they cook it right to make it Sunday every day.
Australia, your chicken is ready. Australia, ready right now. Australia, your chicken is ready. Red, red, ready, red, 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 ready, red, red, ready, red.
But I ain't gonna do that to the black man. Okay, let's see. Reviews for Red Rooster. Wait, what? Gareth S. from New Milford, Connecticut says, P.F. Chang's a fried food. Not happy with this restaurant at all. I know this restaurant did great things for the community during COVID, as to why I gave it 3 stars. This restaurant could be great again, but they need to serve fresh food. You know, fresh food being served. The restaurant needs to also work on its cleanliness, as the place feels dirty and on the decline. The owner is Marcus Samuelson, who's one of the greats. I know he can make this restaurant great again, and I hope he does. But for now, I will go there knowing you're not getting the best, but you're helping a struggling business. So I would go with low expectations and hope you are surprised. I really want this place to be nice, but it was a letdown for an anniversary dinner. Not sure if I will ever go back. Might just stick to Chick-fil-A for chicken and Phillips for crab cakes. Or Philippe's.
Well, damn.
Yeah.
I mean, oh well.
Yeah.
So, here's another one. I'm not going to tell you what it is. You have to tell me what you think it is.
Oh, that's okay.
Okay. Worst place I visited in New York City. Rude employees, long lines, and crappy security. Definitely not worth their waste of money. That's number 1.
Okay.
Number 2. No, because that's too obvious. It'll give it away.
Don't be trying to make it difficult for me.
Because it'll give it away.
Like, how dare you try?
And I already read it to you, the other one, but fine. I'll say it here. So, Tina from San Diego says, I thought this would be more freedom. Not enough freedom. Can't even walk far because the island is tiny. That doesn't say freedom to me. I thought this was America. I guess it's communist Russia. Minus points because I can't see upper skirt. What's up with that? Overall, dumb. Green color, ugly.
The Statue of Liberty.
Yeah.
You fucking creep. You fucking creep. What a creep. Okay, all right. You know what? I'm gonna see. I have an idea since you did that. Yes, we're gonna guess. You got any more while I pull it up?
Oh, I do.
Oh, bring it on, nigga.
This is another place. Well, I'm not gonna make you guess. I'll tell you what it is.
Okay.
This is Salt Bay's restaurant in New York.
Oh, I thought that was in Miami.
Well, he has several locations.
Okay.
So this is from the one in New York that opened not too long ago. Okay. Joseph from Temple, Texas writes on March 20th, 2021, I'm giving 1 star because that's the least possible low rating, but I will give 4 for the staff because they are there to do their job. And they do it right. Great hospitality, but the place is overrated. Way overpriced for the menu and the meat quality they offered. I've been to the one in Dubai now and here in New York. I'd rather spend my money in another steakhouse if I want a good steak. But if you're young, hip, and want to pop champagne bottles and post on social media that you've been to Nurset, then that's your place. Me and my wife and my daughter, we spent over $700 for nothing. I can afford it, but it's just not the right place, and it's not worth it. This is totally a joke. I know lots about Turkish food, and this is a total disgrace to the great nation of Turkey.
They were upset.
They saute. Must have been fucking with Salt Bay. Hit they ass like emerald. Marinate them. Saute. Salty. They saute. Must have been fucking with Salt Bay. Hit they ass like emerald. Marinate them. Saute. Hold up.
And watch them not even be Turkish. I bet you it's some general like white man who's like, this is a disgrace to Turkey. How do you know?
It's always a white person who wants to call a disgrace to a whole whatever. Okay, here is a poor review of Disney World. Let's see. Peggy from Miami, Florida, who's also elite, says, the magic has certainly evaporated. Non-existent. The joy is no longer there with so many rides closed. Stores shut down. Long lines to go inside any open store. Was extremely disappointed that the rides are not being sanitized after each rider. Social distancing? What's that? Will not be back until it's back to normal. Very disappointed. Peggy went to Disney World in March 23rd of 2021.
What makes you think, Queen?
And then got her ass on Yelp as an elite user to complain that it's not the same anymore.
I love it.
The fact that some of these people they really went here. Okay, here's another one. 2 stars from Savannah O from Fort Myers, Florida. She's also elite. Yo. Do not bother buying tickets until COVID is resolved if you want the true Disney experience. Just my opinion, and we will see if my new review will be removed. Other Disney parks may be better at this time. Bitch, what the fuck do you think what do you think is getting ready to happen? Savannah O went in December of 2020.
So, I was on, like, I watch YouTube a lot. And so I was watching these people go back to Disney World and had the nerve to complain, like, well, this isn't open. And I would just watch and I'd be like, so you expect this sense of normalcy or whatever. Like, I want people to get a grip on reality. Like, what you've known as normal won't ever be. It's like, I don't want to compare traumas, but like, remember when 9/11 happened? The whole world changed,
Lexi W. from Orlando, Florida, who was also elite, says, September 25th of 2020, I feel incredibly, all caps, betrayed today by your business. I have chosen to stay as an annual pass holder. I paid my fees up front like I have been for years, pre-pendejo. I love to visit your parks and even dress up for them. We see what kind of bitch you are. Your customer service has always been wonderful, and because I have always felt so taken care of at your parks, when I had the option to either receive a refund or maintain my pass, I chose choices to keep it. I wanted to support the magic, and I trusted that you would keep your word by maintaining low capacity at the parks. But for the past few weeks, it has been wonderful. I felt safer here than I did at Publix. But today, ! I walked into the parks, eager to have a good time, and was met with hundreds of other people. It was impossible to social distance inside or outside. This was like a regular day without COVID. After paying for preferred parking and after taking the monorail, all of which take time and money, I left the parks after only 20 minutes. I did not feel safe at all. I am disappointed and feel so betrayed to have paid for my full year and stay loyal to you during these bitch.
And it's like, I know I could feel like her ears were getting hot as she was typing that.
But you walked your ass up in Disney World and got mad when hundreds of other niggas walked their asses up in Disney World too.
Because it's your, what's her name, Cheryl?
Lexi W. from Orlando, Florida.
Lexi W. Because this is Lexi W.'s Disney World.
Oh, wait a minute. I think we can click on users' names and find other reviews. Wait a minute. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Lexi W. been complaining since 2015. She gave Suki Hana 3 stars. Yo, this bitch. Normally, I enjoy coming here. Their sushi is pretty good. There, THERE. But tonight, spelled that one correct, customer service and their process was upsetting. They had a long line of people waiting for food. Some were DoorDash people just to be there to pick up food. And some were there to dine in. The nerve, bitch. The nerve of people to order food. Okay, let's see where else she complaining. Oh, she gave CVS 1 star. Let's see why.
Girl, she just yelps everything in her life.
Yelp CVS. I'll tell you who. Lexi W. from Orlando, Florida. This bitch dresses up as Snow White at the fucking... Wait, is she black? Oh, wait a minute. Okay, so first of all, her profile photo is like a carousel of all of her travels, but it seems that she's alone, except for the picture in which she is with Disney's Cinderella. All right, let's see what she said to CVS. Why am I not shocked that this CVS has 2 stars? LOL. I came in here to get some snacks and use the restroom on my road trip. When I asked if they had a restroom, they said it was down for maintenance, quote unquote. But the girl seemed like she didn't want to be bothered, like I was interrupting her conversation. Then I went to buy snacks, and I went to the register, and 3 of the cashiers were all talking. They told me I could purchase at the self-checkout. I felt dismissive and rude, like I was bothering them. Definitely not a great location, and I don't plan to intentionally come inside again. So, bitch, what you basically saying is, if you need to get them snacks off, you still gonna take your happy ass up in that CVS. Just not intentionally.
Oh my gosh.
You have one.
I do. This is for Dwayne Reed in New York.
Okay.
Pussy C in Brooklyn writes, God, you are the fucking goddamn worst. King's Pharmacy was closed due to the Labor Day holiday, and I have a sick boyfriend at home, so a Dwayne Reed run was inevitable. Listen to this carefully.
Okay.
I do not appreciate getting charged a bottle deposit ×2 for Gatorade when on the bottle of said Gatorade there is no New York State recycling.
Read that one more time.
I do not appreciate getting charged a bottle deposit ×2 for Gatorade when on the bottle of said Gatorade there is no New York State recycling. Because, you know, on the bottles it says California.
Right. Nigga.
I do not appreciate when I brought it to the cashier and the same manager dude with spiky hair and a tie from my last train wreck of a trip there. I was met with blank stares, stammers, and no offer to refund. In fact, I was told it's only 10 cents. Yes, true. It was only 10 cents. However, Dwayne Reed, you fucked up. 10 cents won't break my bank. However, you were wrong. Poor ass customer service. I hate you, Dwayne Reed. Also, nice job being out of Advil, bastards. Like,
who the fucking yelps for a bottle deposit? Okay, well, I'm just gonna still stick with Lexi because I'm fascinated because she's black.
Yeah.
Oh, here's another picture. Her solo travels to Disney World. She got on Minnie Mouse ears. Lexi.
Let me see her.
Let me just look for the carouseling picture.
That chick's at the best, she's so sexy. And I ask her what's her name, she's so Lexi. Nakusap kami sa nula, she wanna fuck me. She wanna fuck me. She wanna. That chick's at the best, she's so sexy.
Lexi gives Vineland Shell in Orlando, Florida 1 star. And she writes, if I could give this a 0, I would. Y'all, this place has gas for $6.99. No joke. So do not use this place. I thought it was a typo because I've never seen anything like this. But when I asked, they said,
for real.
This is the price of this station. I was like, nah, homie. LOL. Not for me. And I zoomed right out of there. Ha ha.
Oh, wait. She's black for real?
She's
for real.
black, nigga.
Like she is a negress.
She gave Forever 21 2 stars. And she writes, I was looking forward to my visit here since I see this place from the highway all the time. But boy, was this place a disappointment. LOL. This place is a wreck. It looks like the day after Black Friday in here. Clothes are disorganized and all over the place. They don't have a lot of quote-unquote hot clothes. Everything looks the same and boring. It's 2 floors, but they only mean there's another floor. There's nothing of value upstairs, so Plus, it looked so dirty and messy that I didn't want to be up in there for more than 5 minutes. So that stinks, because I was hoping to buy some cute clothes. They did have great-looking accessories and swimsuits and shoes, but the clothes left nothing to desire, and the store itself was so dirty, I don't think I'll be returning. Who the fuck reviews Forever 21?
That is so wild.
What? She gives Chase Bank 1 star. I think I see why
she gave Domino's 2 stars.
She gave Target 3. She said, I was waiting at the drive-thru for several minutes. I even honked lightly to see if anyone would help me. No one did. After 8 minutes, I left. I definitely won't return to this branch. She literally reviews everywhere she goes.
Yo, I mean, I guess it's like tweeting, right? Like, we bitch and moan on Twitter, but like, these are
paragraphs, my nigga. She gave Target 3 stars because she said, this place is packed. Goodness. It's a bit frustrating because everywhere you turn, there are people at Target.
Oh my gosh.
Oh
my.
Oh my God. This bitch reviewed the hospital. What? St. Charles Veterinary Hospital. Oh, it was the vet. She reviewed the vet. If I could give 0 stars, I would. In a time where I really needed kindness, this location decided not to give that to me. I'm sorry. I recently relocated to the area from the Midwest. I am far from my vet and needed emergency care. My cat is lethargic, unable to use the bathroom, moaning. Okay, I'm not going to go into all of that. I'm sorry.
Oh my gosh.
I'm sorry. I just have never seen anybody review the vet. Oh my. Wait a minute. Y'all, Lexi has 19 pages of reviews.
She does.
19 pages. I'm done. I'm over. I'm done.
So, there's a review for Egg in Brooklyn.
Okay.
Before the blacktop gets too high, highway, but I can't wait all day. Clock is running like a grand champ.
From Die Hipster S. They write, holy crap. I'd rather sit in a McDonald's bathroom with a bum taking a dump and eat a cold egg McMuffin than do egg.
Well, first of all,
this
that's
place,
insulting.
Right. This place packed with Midwestern Trustafarians begging to be noticed in their effeminate jeans, getting $10 single origin, locally sourced, handcrafted kale and eggs in their filthy beards as they check Brooklyn out for a couple of years. So overrated. But what do you expect in whimsical land of New Brooklyn?
Mm-hmm.
That is I see Die Hipsters.
There is a Gen Xer who is upset about life. He probably worked at this office that Lexi went to. She gave Skypiatrist 1 star. As she writes, I'm very unhappy with the visit I had with this doctor. I've been having a hard time and was recently encouraged to seek a psychiatrist. Oh, God. Y'all know we encourage mental health and wellness here at Jada XD.
Mm-hmm.
But this bitch yelped it. I'm sorry.
She yelped her therapist advice.
She's got 19.
Mama gotta get Twitter.
I was hopeful about the session and waited a week. I thought this was going to be the answer to my prayers, especially due to its convenience, and the doctor seemed very kind in his online videos. When our session started, I was looking forward to getting help. I shared my own findings and the findings that my counselor noticed within me. I told him what I needed help with and the types of medications and practices I've used in the past. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. What started out good quickly turned bad when I realized how much he would not listen to me. He seemed to be cutting me off a lot and seemed to be rushing, even though we were only 20 minutes into an hour-long session. He would ask a question, and if I didn't answer with just a yes or no, he would cut me off to ask the next question. Oh, that does sound terrible, actually.
Yeah.
That does sound terrible. But you yelped it. She yelped it.
Wow. Greg of Santa Monica writes of Taco Bell in Hollywood. For some reason, I end up eating here a couple of times a week, and I continue to ask myself why. There's a plethora of good eats around LA, but I'm addicted to this quick and cheap fast food chain. I'm sure it's not the cleanest of places in town, and I try to imagine that the employees do in fact wear gloves, but I know they don't. Someone please save my health and stop me from going here. Like, why? Okay, Greg.
You like the nigga on the Lifetime show I watched? The nigga ate 10 pizzas in the car. At a certain point.
I quoted that show. I referenced Shataka the other day. Because someone was talking about how they put ketchup, black people put ketchup in their nigga tacos. Yeah, and they were like, I never heard of it. I was like, yep, Shataka did it. Remember when she cooked the taco salad? In her bed. Mm-hmm. I wonder how she's doing.
I hope she's doing well. I hope the whole family's doing well.
Because, they all had the surgery.
Yes, so I hope they're all doing well.
Mm-hmm.
If I may go back to Lexi's profile.
But I also, I know, I too would like to cook from my bed. I thought that was genius.
I am currently looking for a mattress-friendly hot plate. What are you talking about?
Yeah.
What are you talking about?
I would like a hot sandwich while I'm in bed. You know what I mean?
Like, I'm back here. Would you like a bowl of broccoli cheddar soup? I don't have to get up, and it has to constantly be stirred, and I could literally sit there and watch Drag Race in my bed and make broccoli cheddar soup, nigga.
Okay.
I would just like to note that the doctor, the psychiatrist, responded back to Lexi on Yelp.
Oh my God. This might be the last one for the day.
He said, "Hi, Lexi. In a first visit, the goal is to get a full history, arrive at a diagnosis, and discuss the treatment plan with the patient. This was not a therapist appointment, friend. The 1 hour I block off is more than most medical practices, but sometimes I do have to interrupt in order to get through a history or attempt to focus and answer." I believe I was explaining this as I interjected, but it seems from your experience I didn't do a good enough job with this, and I apologize. Regarding diagnosis, I do need to give the diagnosis I feel is most appropriate based on the information I have at the time. You told me that you Yelp reviewed a Target, a Chase, no, you didn't write that. And a Quiznos. And at the time, I assessed.
I hate when people I know that people should have the right to respond or whatever, but I also feel like let people have the space to complain so that they can. Like, I get, some things deserve a qualified answer.
Yes, but also, if you are complaining about me as a psychiatrist, he's like, wait a minute, bitch. You have 19 pages of Yelp reviews. You ain't about to fuck up my business because you feel like shit wasn't handled right.
Right. But then, again, I don't know. That was tricky because, black folks in therapy. Oh, yeah. I don't know.
What? They fighting. No, they're not.
It's such a busy day today. I don't know what gives.
No, I know. Black people in therapy. I agree with you, friend. But Lexi got 19 pages of Yelp reviews.
She does. She definitely does have 19 pages of Yelp reviews.
There's 2 Targets in there.
She also has 15 photos up.
like a carousel.
Mm-hmm.
So
listen, so this might be her shit. This is her social media platform. She is, you know, I don't know. She's big on Yelp.
She's big. Hashtag on here.
Yeah. I'm sure she has friends that she's met from Yelp. I'm sure they had a Yelp up, you know?
Yeah, I mean, I don't see them in any of these carousel photos of all these visited places, but you're probably right.
Well, you know, I mean, I'm sure it's some sort of social community.
Right?
I'm sure,
she probably
like,
bonds
you know,
with people in the line as they complain about, you know, the wait time and, you know, or maybe like the hundreds.
She
of
always
other
talks to the person that's arguing with the air because they pissed at what's happening in line. Because there's always some nigga in line talking to the air, hoping somebody agrees.
Her Disney photos. She takes many a solo trip. I find that to be wonderful
and on brand.
I was trying not to solo trip shame because I don't think there's anything wrong with the load time.
I didn't say there was anything wrong with solo trips either. I'm just saying I'm not surprised that I'm just not surprised that Lexi W goes on trips alone. I feel like that is par for course. You know what I mean?
Ooh, shit. Well, we just want to read some Yelp reviews today. That's what we wanted to do over here.
Yeah, make sure you listen to us from yesterday's episode regarding Married at First Sight, because I'm sure that was a mess.
I'm sure it was.
And make sure you listen to us on Patreon. We're having a Wang Dang Doodle, and we'll see you all next week.
Oh yeah, tell your friends, tell your friends, tell your friends. Remember, we in a whole bunch of new countries, so let your people know. Bye.
Bye.